Good morning, students. Today in our GK, we will learn about the eye, human eye. Everybody knows the human eye plays a very important role. Human eye plays a very important role and it is very closely connected to our brain. It is just like the camera. It's just like the camera by which we can see everything. We can recognize everything. We can see the beautiful nature. We can see the beautiful colors. Everything can be seen by the eyes. So let's study about the eyes. Firstly, I'll show you a video in which I'll just let you know each and everything. See, it is the eye, human eye. It is the inside part of the eye that is connected with brain. If you see about the different part of eyes, today we will see that how the eye work. See, it is the part of the eye that is known as cornea. You can see this blue part. This blue part is highlighted here over here. It is not in the eye blue. It's cornea, and the another part is the another part inside the cornea. You can see it is lens. The another part is lens. So we can see what is it is cornea, and it is, yes, it is cornea and it is lens, and this part is known as retina. This is the inside part of our eye. I hope it is clear to everybody. This part is known as cornea. Inside the cornea, there is a lens, and you can see something. You find like a glass is there in which you can see the shadow of the person who is standing in front of you. Sometime if you see in your eyes very carefully, and inside the part of that eye is, this is known as retina. Let's go ahead and see how it works. How when the light is there and we'll be able to see, and a vision has been created. See how. Whenever light is there, the eye translate the light wave into the image. Whenever you see the light falls on cornea first, and the clear dome that reflect light into, and after that it falls on the lens as well. Lens reflects the light into retina. Retina is the internal part, and when it puts on retina, the when and it just shows on upside as well as downside, and then it just make us able to see. It just make us able to see. Then it give message to our brain as well, because eyes are connected with the brain with the optic nerve, and this area in which the message is given is known as the optical lobe. Now the brain interprets the image the light gives. The optical nerve give the image to the brain. The shape of eye keeps the things we see, and different shape of eyes affect the vision. There is a normal vision. Then when there is a normal vision, then you are able to see, and it is always falls on the focal point. It is always falls on the focal point. So it is all about the eye, in which I tell you it is your cornea, it is your lens, and it is the retina. When the light falls on this cornea, then it passes through the lens, then it hits on the retina, and it is at the upward place and downward, then it also move outside, and with the help of that we can see only. And there is an optical nerve is there which is connected to the brain and which make us able to see the light or anything else, any kind of image that created. Now see what is given over there in the book. See, the picture of the eye is in front of us, in which we can see the various part of the human eye. The cornea is there. It's a white transparent part you can see. After that, iris is also there. Pupil. Pupil, this black portion is known as the pupil, and behind it there is a lens. And this portion after the cornea is known as sclera. And this part on which the right light falls, that is known as retina. And there is a nerve is there on the focal point that is known as the optic nerve. And this optic nerve gives the message to our brain and which generate the image, and it just get back downward and just give us the picture or the color that whatever reflecting over there. And calorie body and muscles, these are the muscles and calorie body of the eye. It is conjunctiva, vitreous body of the eye. This is the vitreous body, and these are the retina blood vessels. As you know very well, without blood, nothing can be done in the body. As the fuel is required in the machines, as the fuel is required in all the vehicles. Very similar to that, our body required blood, and these are the vessels in which the blood flowed and which just also help us for the working of the eye. I hope it is as much clear to everybody. Let's see something more about eyes. See, let's give the answer of the eye. How large is the eye? How large is the eye? The eye is as big as a ping pong ball. Ping pong ball you have ever seen or you played with that? It's ping pong. When we squeeze it, it just come back to its place. It's very small. So it is known as the ping pong ball. So eyes is just like that. It is as big only. What is the biggest part of the eye and gives eye its shape? Its vitreous body. Its vitreous body which gives shape to the eye. What helps to see color? The cones. The cones is the part of body which helps us to see the color. What shuts automatically to protect the eye from the possible danger? Because you ever seen the eyelid is there when something is you just feel like some danger is coming to you, your eyes closed itself. You don't have to put any strength on that. See, you just try to make your face immediately come to your face. Sorry, you just put your hand immediately to your face. Immediately you're afraid and your eyes will be shut down itself. Moreover, when there is a very uh, this kind of thunderings there, or we have the storms. Suppose you are outside and the storm has come immediate all of a sudden, then what happened at that time? Dust is there, and very much thundering breeze is flows at that time. And what happened at that time? Your eyes will just close itself by the eyelid, because eyelid just as possible it protect you from the danger. And when the image hits on retina, the image is upside down and that flips the image over, and it is the right side which do this process. It is done by the brain. What should you do immediately if the chemical splashes into your eyes? Yes, if anytime the chemical splashes, you have to flush the eye with water only. You have to flush the eye with water, but should not look directly on the sun and it can hurt your eye. Yes, we should not look directly on the sun because it is very much true that it hurts our eyes. If you have speck of dust in your eyes, sometime you feel like some dust particle just falls in the eye, what we feel so irritated. And what is the best way to remove it? The best way it is, you should just remain your eyes teary, and tears should be burst out, and just because of that your eyes will be clean itself. Is it true or false that eyes are composed of more than 2 million working parts? Yes, it is true. What is the natural color of eye? Write down some of your personality traits. And you have to identify yourself. It is a self-identifying question. You have to write the color of your eyes, and detail of the color with your personality is given to you, and you have to write that personality also. More to know. Eyes are the second most complex organ after the brain. Yes, it is very important question. Moreover, it is very important concept that everybody should know, that eyes are the second most complex organ after the brain, because brain is the first complex organ. Doctor can have the surgery of kidneys, doctor can have the surgery of your heart, your lungs, but it is very much difficult. The most difficult and the most complicated surgery is related to the brains, because it has very thin layers and its structure is so complex, it's so delicate. And after the brain, the second most complex organ, it is our eyes. A fingerprint has 40 unique characteristics, but an iris has 256. The reason the retina scan and scans are the increasingly being used for the security purpose also. And corneas are the only tissues that don't have blood. Cornea is that which don't have blood. In the cornea, no blood is there. So this is all about the eyes. I hope the concept related to eyes is clear to you. If it is some doubt is there, please note it down in the query section. We will discuss. Let's see probiotics. Probiotics are very important for us. Probiotics. Many times you feel like when you fall ill and there is some infection take place in your stomach, doctor usually told you to take the probiotics, because probiotics are those substance that maintain your gut health, that keep your intestine clean, and that also reduce the infection of the body. Whenever you have the stomach infection, probiotics help you to reduce the infection. It clear your intestines as well as it maintain your gut health. Gut health means the appetite, we can say the appetite. Sometimes we feel like that we are the poor habits, eating habits, and just because of the poor eating habits, our gut means the stomach has some infection, and it get disturbed. And we know very well that these microbes, these are the probiotics, which plays a very important role of maintaining our gut health and the well-being also. So let's see some questions related to the probiotics are given over here. What are these? What are the present all the cells in the human body are the bacterial cell? It is more than 70%. What percent of the cell in the human body is the bacterial cell? These are more than 70%. From the point of view of the microbe, your skin has a lot of habitats. Which area has the greater diversity of the microbes? It's knees. It knee. Next, where do the most of the bacteria in your body live? The most of the bacteria of our body live in our large intestine. The many kind of bacteria that live in your digestive system, where do they get their food from? It get the food from the food that you eat. What is the potential risk of taking too much antibiotic for the infection? Yes. What is the potential risk? Suppose many times when we feel ill or we have trouble in our stomach and we take antibiotics, doctor just warn us as well that don't consume the overdose, then it will be harmful for you. Why? Because the antibiotics just kill the bacteria that helps us to keep us healthy. Just this is the reason sometimes when we take the antibiotics we feel like the nausea, we feel like the vomiting. So these kind of itching is there, and headache is there. These kind of problems our body has to face. Why is the yogurt considered a probiotic? You have ever seen the ad of the yogurt is also there. Yogurt is the substance which is considered as a probiotic because it contains the live and the helpful bacteria. And bacteria and virus both are what type of microorganism which is smaller. The virus is smaller. Which of this microorganism is useful? Out of these, which is the bacteria that decompose leaves, that is Salmonella or chickenpox virus. It is the bacteria that decompose the leaves, that is the useful microorganism. Why should the cooked and uncooked food be stored separately? Because to stop the bacteria from spreading from one to another. Because the uncooked food and the ability of the cooked food is just different from each other. The raw food you have seen, we keep the food grains, we keep the vegetable fruits in a refrigerator for so many days, but the cooked food we just consume immediately in a day, because it will otherwise it has a foul smell and it will be harmful for our body. And which of is not cause the microorganism? It is the all the options are not there, but I can tell you the correct option. It is sprinkled ankle. The sprinkled ankle, which was not caused by the microorganism. So this is all about for the topic that we have today. We have done about the human eye, and after that we have done about probiotics and role of probiotics in our life. Now, I request all you people feel free to ask if any query you have.